Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. So how are you today?
Hi, teacher. Waalaikumsalam.
Good. Okay. Did you already take your lunch?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright. So before we start our class today, let's start our class. You receive Al-Fatiha first. Okay. So today we will learn about linear inequalities in two variables for Form 4. Alright. So let's start our class. So here. So first and foremost, I would like to tell you about the rule in class. Okay, so in my class, there are the things that you need to do, and also there are the things that you should not to do. Okay, so you need to give your response if I ask you a question, and also if I ask your help to answering my question. So please give your response, and then please open the camera. But if you have any problems with your internet connection, you can WhatsApp me. All right. So you should not do any other words in my class because I need your attention so that you can focus in my class. All right. So let's move on to the content for today's lesson. So today we will learn about the types of symbol in linear inequalities. We also will learn about relationship between the symbol and types of line. Check the region using the linear inequalities, and I will show you some example, and also we will do the exercise together. All right? Is it okay, everyone?
Okay.
All right. So let's move on to our first content, which is types of symbol. So here, there are four important symbols that you should know in this topic. So the first one is greater than or equal, less than or equal, less than, and also greater than. And also this one, you also should know this linear equation in two variables, which is ax plus by is equal to c. This is linear equation. We also have linear inequalities. So what is different between linear equation and also linear inequalities? So for linear inequalities, you don't have the symbol of equal here, but the symbol here will change to one of these four symbols. For example, if you have ax plus by is greater than or equal to c. So this is what we call as linear inequalities. Okay, you understand?
Yes.
Right. Okay, so now I would like to show you the tips on how to remember these symbol meanings. All right, so the first one, this is the symbol of greater than or equal. This is for symbol less than or equal. This is greater than, and this is the less than. So you can remember this by using, you just need to draw a straight line beside this symbol. Okay, for example, here, if you draw the straight line here, you can see the letter of B. B here is referred to besar. Here, if you draw the same straight line, you also can see the letter of B. For the less than or equal, and also less than, you can draw the same line, which is a same method, so that you can see the letter of K here. So K here is referred for kecil. All right, you can see this is letter K. All right. So in this chapter also, we have two types of line, which are the first one is solid line, and the second one is dot line. For the solid line, we can use the solid line when we have less than or equal or greater than or equal symbol. However, for the dot line, we will use this dot line if you have the less than or greater than symbol. Okay, so for example, if you have the line of here, y here is 4. So here, if you have the linear inequalities y is greater than or equal to 4, this is your straight line for in the graph. And then, okay, now you can see this is the symbol of greater than or equal. So we can use this solid line. And then if you have the greater than, or you have greater than or equal, the shaded region that you need to draw is under the line. If you have the less than, you have the linear inequalities of y is less than or equal to 4. So you need to shade region under the graph. Okay, you understand? And also, if you have this straight line with the equation is y is greater than 2x minus 8. So this is symbol of greater than or equal. So this is solid line, and you need to shade region under the line and on the line. Okay, above the line. So here. All right. You okay with that?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, I will show you the example. Some example. So we have two examples here. The first one is you need to share the region that represent the following inequalities. So firstly, you have this linear inequalities, which is y is greater than 2 over 3x plus 2. With the coordinate, the first coordinate is 0, 2, and the second coordinate is negative 3, 0. So the first step you need to do is you need to plot the coordinate first. So the first coordinate is 0, 2. So 0, 2 is here. And then negative 3, 0 is here. The second step you need to do is you need to identify what symbol we have here. So what symbol? We have
Greater than.
betul.
Greater than.
All right. So we have greater than symbol. All right. So for greater than symbol, should we draw a straight line or the dot line?
Dot line.
Yeah. So we need to draw a dot line, and then the dot line we cross these two coordinates. Okay. So now we want to shade the region in this straight line. So the symbol here is greater than. So if you have the greater than symbol, you need to shade the region on the line. Okay, on the line here, above the line. So if you have the less than, then you can shade the region under the line. So this is the answer for example 1. So for the first, and we have the second example. So here, okay, so the difference between these example is we have the positive y, and this one is negative y. So you should make sure that the value of y here is always be positive. So if you want to make sure that this negative y less than or equal to 4x minus 2 be a positive value, you need to, the first one is you need to multiply this negative one with negative. And you need to remember that if the left hand side you multiply with negative, the right hand side also you need to multiply with negative. And then if the both side you already multiply with negative, the symbol here will be changed. So now the symbol is less than or equal to. So it will be the greater than or equal to. So negative times negative y, you will have positive y. Negative times positive 4x gonna be negative 4x. Negative times negative 2, you will get positive 2. All right. So this is your general form for linear inequalities for this question. You understand?
Yes, teacher.
All right. Okay. So now you just need to do the same things as example 1. So you need to plot the first and the second coordinate here. So the first one is 0, 2. And the second one is 1 over 2, 0. All right. So here. So, Iza, can you tell me what types of line that we should draw in this example?
Solid.
All right, good. So we need to draw a solid line that cross these two coordinates. And then Umi, can you tell me where should we shade the region? Above the graph or under the graph?
Above.
Above the graph, because the symbol here is greater than or equal. All right. Okay, good job, everyone. So, after this example, I would like to ask you to open the quiz, and we will have a game in the quizzes. So, wait, I give you the code. Okay, Aina. We have Wajiha. We have Umi. Another two people. Hashima. Okay, the last one. All right. Okay, everyone's here. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Okay, let's see. Okay, one of you does not answer the question. So let's see. Okay. So, Umi, can you please explain why you choose the reason that you choose that answer?
First, I see the symbol of inequalities, which is greater than. If greater than, it is a dot line. Then the shaded region for greater than is above the line. So the second one is the answer.
All right, good. So everyone's clear?
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on for the second question. All right. Okay. All right. So everyone answered the question correctly. Okay. Let's see the question. Okay. Aina, could you explain why you choose that answer?
First, I see the graph. The line is solid, and then we need to choose the equation with the lower than, and then the shaded is lower the graph. So the answer is the first one.
The first one. This is the symbol is less than or equal, right? So
Yes.
we use the solid line. All right. So let's move on to the last question. All right. Okay. All right. So here, if everyone, most of you does not correct this answer, so I will explain for you. So here, the negative y here, you need to make sure that negative always be the positive value. All right. So how to make sure that the negative y change be the positive y? So you need to multiply negative y with negative. All right. So if the left hand side you multiply with negative, the right hand side also you need to multiply with negative. If the both side you multiply, you already multiply the both side with negative, so that the symbol will be changed. All right. That's why the answer is D. Okay. Everyone clear?
Clear.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen again?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so I need one of you. Can you please summarize what's our lessons about for today class? So, any volunteer?
Me.
Who's that?
Umi.
Umi. All right, Umi. Can you please give the summarize to everyone?
Today we learn about the linear inequalities. Then we learn how to sketch the linear inequality in the graph. The graph consists of two lines, which is solid line and dot line. For solid line is for greater or equal than and less or equal than. For dot line is equal and less than. Then we also learn about the shaded region below or above the ground. The graph.
Okay. All right, everyone. Clap to Umi. Okay. So, okay. So today, we learned about linear inequalities. Yes, true. Thank you, Ubi, for your explanation. So this is the linear equation, and if we change the symbol of equal here with the four important symbol, which is the less than or equal, greater than or equal, less than, and also greater than, it will be the linear inequalities. All right. And we need to make sure that the value of y here is always positive. Okay. And then for the less than and also the greater than, we need to use the solid line. And then for the less than and greater than, we need to use the dot line. So, do you have any questions for today's lesson?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
Okay, everyone's clear?
Clear.
All right. So if you don't have any questions, that's all for today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you,
teacher.
teacher.
Bye. Bye.